Clones are killing One Piece. Spoiler alert, sorry, if you're not caught up to the manga, you shouldn't be watching this video. You're all caught up to the manga, I presume, because you're still here. I have just been bombarded with content of clone theories. It's all the theories that I see. Every single time I see a YouTube short about theories of One Piece or like a YouTube video or something, it's about clones. Every time. It's always about clones. It's always about clones. Now, every one of them. Of course, you know, most of them maybe have a basis and are maybe, you know, true. But I think it's kind of lazy. I really do. If you are caught up to 1074, you guys know that clones are confirmed. That they exist. Of course, Seraphims are here. We have Stussy is practically confirmed. Well, is confirmed, I think. And now we have people creating wild theories and some less wild theories. But there's a lot of them. You have characters like Jewelry Bonnie is a clone of Big Mom. You have Zoro as a clone of Ryuma. I've even seen Luffy as a clone of Goldie Roger. I've seen it all. There's a lot of this clone business going around. I've even seen Mihawk as a clone of Rayleigh. It's too many clones. Too many clone theories. I don't think that it's a good way of moving forward. I think theories, yes, theories should be outlandish. That's why it's called a theory and not just fact. But these are lazy. And I really hope that Oda doesn't actually just make it like every character is a clone. Every single character is just a clone. Now, of course, some of these have basis, right? You have Zoro. I really like the Zoro Ryuma theory. I think it's cool, but I'm tired of hearing them. That was the first clone theory that I heard, other than, you know, like Weevil is a Whitebeard clone, but I heard that in 1073, so that wasn't really that outlandish. Now we're seeing Zoro is a clone of Ryuma, and that one has a basis, right? You know, there's not like a really heavy, dedicated backstory. Zoro has very obvious ties to, you know, Wano and the samurai of Wano, and Ryuma is like the best one, or the coolest one, or whatever. You know, of course, Momonosuke, the dragon, Momonosuke, was pink. And it was deemed a failure because it was pink instead of the blue azure dragon that he was. Well, a lot of people are bringing up this Ryuma Zoro business because Zoro has green hair, neon green hair. And that could be deemed a failure, which would then allow him to be out, you know, just, let him free. Let the Zoro clone or the Ryuma clone free. That's now Zoro. That could be, and that makes sense. And of course, I've seen, you know, the points that Sanji was a failed creation, and now if Zoro was a failed creation as well, then, you know, symmetrical. It's symmetrical. The Pirate King wings, they're symmetrical. That makes sense. I like that theory. I think it has a lot of backing. Cool. Then we get into things like Jewelry Bonnie is a clone of Big Mom. Once again, it still has backing, but not quite as much, right? We don't have Jewelry Bonnie backstory. We're kind of getting into it now, but we don't actually have it. And yeah, she has pink hair, she wears lipstick, and she eats a lot. Sure, that's something there, right? There's a good bit there. Of course, we have the wrong devil fruit, but we've already seen that with characters like Jinbei's Seraphim, right? There's the swim fruit, right? So you can give these clones a different fruit, or clone a fruit and give it to the clone, which is the Seraphim, and that makes sense. Logical backing, right? Of course, we don't have as much backing there with the Bonnie stuff, but we don't have, like, Zoro's a main character, one of the Straw Hats, a character that we've seen a lot about. We haven't seen like a dedicated super backstory. Of course, we had like the Kuina stuff, and now I'm seeing stuff that like Kuina actually got cloned into Tashigi, and I'm like, okay, why are they cloning this random girl though? Why? I don't know. Now, of course, there's a lot of cool stuff going around, right? We have the Gorosei coming out now, which really sets up for some really interesting theories and just talk about One Piece. I think One Piece is in a cool place right now. However, I don't really love this clone direction. I think this clone business is too much. It's too heavy. There's too much of it. It's everywhere, right? Luffy, come on. Luffy doesn't have to be a clone. Come on. Luffy doesn't have to be a clone of Gold D. Roger. I get that they're very similar in concept, and they took a very similar journey, everything. I think that's just parallels. We don't have to call every single thing a clone. There can be parallels in the series. Actually, there are. There very much so exist a lot of parallels in the story. And I don't think we just have to write every single one of those off as a goddamn clone. I just don't want that. I just don't want it. It feels lazy. It feels lame. I don't like waking up to a new chapter, seeing it, and then everybody's like, oh, now Nami's a clone. Oh, I want it to stop. I want it to cease existence. Okay? We don't need it. Every Rocks pirate doesn't have to have a clone. Every one of it, they don't have to all have clones. They just don't. Okay? And if that's how it ends up being, that every single Rocks pirate was cloned at God Valley, so be it. But I want Oda to tell me that. Not some random Redditor. Sorry. I love theories. I love One Piece theories. But it's time to stop. It is. It is. Anyway, that's it. I wanted to get that off my chest. I wanted to talk about clones. That's it. Subscribe for more content. Maybe I'll do more of this like anime One Piece stuff on the channel. I'd love to. So yeah, comment down below if you want to see more of that kind of stuff.